Hello, it is I. When you read the book, which is just a guidebook to help people understand human physiology and human psychology. Now, throughout the book, it talks about the harvest, the harvest of the people, and you also understand that Satan, which is low consciousness, copies. He can't make anything himself. He's not creative, so he copies what exists in the realm of consciousness. In other words, the kingdom of heaven. So what exists in the realms of consciousness within the unified field, Satan copies and makes manifest in this reality, this stage. Now, it talks about the Father, which is, the unified field, the universe, name it what you will. It will gather his children, as a metaphor, speaking in terms that we can understand. But Satan copies. So the low consciousness side of humanity will copy what exists beyond their realm of experience, because an individual can experience this, but the individual that hasn't experienced this will be caught by the lies and the deception of low consciousness, also known as Satan, which means adversary or adversarial to higher consciousness. So if the Father is having a harvest, then it stands to reason that Satan will copy that and also have his. So when you look at what's transpiring in the world today, you could almost say that lower consciousness is gathering its goats. So those goats will follow their low consciousness, their base consciousness, whereas those that they know and they have experience of the metaphysical, of the realms of heaven or higher consciousness, they will be guided accordingly. So there are two harvests. There is the good ones, there's three, and there's the bad one. Take your pick. If you was to look at the stage today, would you say that it is fairly evident for those with eyes to see and ears to hear that the low consciousness, the collective low consciousness of humanity, is gathering its souls for its own purposes? That would certainly appear to be the case, wouldn't it? It's written that the character Jesus is a shepherd. So was Moses. And the theme of sheep and lambs and rams is quite heavy in the book. And the sheep know the sound of the shepherd's voice, so they recognize truth when they hear it. But the goats don't. So what is happening? What is separating the sheep from the goats? Well, it's the individual's own consciousness, isn't it? It's that time, folks. People look at the sky, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. And yet they don't know what time it is. Something to ponder.